He's done it again. My friend, Steven Crowder, he's been a very naughty boy. He is in trouble now, and not just a little trouble, not just like YouTube going to censor a couple things he says. He's in, like, permanently get banned from YouTube and lose his entire career and platform and voice kind of potential trouble. And I hate to say it, really sort of our fault here at the Daily Wire. Steven? Hang on.
Thank you for putting me in a fight for my life. I appreciate it.
So this, just to give a little context here, the Daily Wire, we have prided ourselves on making a business mostly out of silly clickbait headlines and, you know, just like 10 ways that we destroy the libs and stuff like that. But recently,
right,
we have, because the site has been very successful and we're very grateful to all of the members, we have invested in actual investigative journalism, which the right rarely does. We usually use the investigative journalism from the New York Times or the Washington Post, and then we try to take out all the bias and take out all the craziness. But we actually took a story ourselves, which is that in Loudoun County, a girl was raped, allegedly, in a bathroom by a guy who sometimes wears a skirt, and the story here is obviously that these transgender bathroom policies are probably not the best idea. And further, the story is that the school covered it up and they denied it, but now even the Washington Post has to acknowledge it. You about this news story that actually happened in reality. You don't get to be on YouTube because
pretty much, yeah. And by the way, I really do appreciate the work that you guys did. I did reach out to your senior, I guess, editors there, and I said, look, I need to have some kind of confirmation. I know you can't reveal all of this publicly because they're minors, but that the rape kit was conducted, and that the police confirmed it. And so what I saw certainly seemed as though you guys had done your due diligence. So I don't know when you say allegedly when there's a rape kit. We did a full hour, just to be clear, for people who are wondering. We have a hard strike on the channel right now, so we cannot stream to YouTube. For people who are wondering where we are, of course, Mug Club, you know, we have merch at Fight Like Hell, CrowderShop.com. We're at Rumble, Apple, Spotify. We'll be back in a week. But what happened is we did an hour show on the Loudoun County story, because it does get a little complicated when you understand the timeline and you're going, wait a second, there were two rapes? Yeah, there were. Wait a second, the father was in trouble for complaining about the rape? Yes, he was. So we thought this was really a pivotal story. And sometimes people say, hey, don't get bothered with the culture wars. This is actually the most important subject of our time, and this kind of encapsulates it, and I'll explain why. We did that for about the hour show. Most of it was devoted to Loudoun County. That was on, when was that? Was that Thursday? Was that Tuesday? Wednesday?
What day it was just a couple of days ago.
This was Tuesday, sorry, yes, okay. So the strike came from, I believe, a show last Thursday, but it came immediately after the Loudoun County show, which was poised to hit, 1 million viewers within the day for the whole show. And what they struck us for was a story we covered last week where there were transgender individuals have been declaring in record numbers that they are females going into female prisons, and then California pregnancy protocols, and a woman got impregnated in a California prison. And so the joke was on YouTube where we said, so hold on, transgender inmates, female, regular, beautiful inmates, woman got pregnant, conception, and we did a sketch where the angel came to Mary and said, be not afraid, for she'll be assigned unto you. She said, a virgin birth. And he said, it was actually Alex Jones who was the angel. He said, no, you'll be sexually assaulted by your transgender cellmate. Repeatedly. That was the joke. Now, there's a carve-out on YouTube for comedy, to be clear. People need to understand this. Yeah. The joke was, we never insinuated that they were anything other than a beautiful and brave female, which is, of course, absurd. Right. The language that came from the lawyer, though, it was immediately after the Loudon story. But they said, we're going to hit you retroactively for this. The language said, you are not allowed to express, violence against individuals or indicate that transgender individuals may pose a rape threat to women. That's game, set, match.
They're not capable of doing it. They're physically incapable of ever. When Husky Hank walks into the women's bathroom, he is not physically capable of harming a woman, according to him.
Talk about specific instances, and some people are saying, well, you should be able to speak about specific instances, but you shouldn't be able to voice the broad concern. I disagree. Let me explain to you why. There were over 100 parents, as you guys reported in Loudoun County, right, who said, oh, a rape, oh, a second rape, we're concerned, antenna up, and they wanted to protest this policy, saying, we believe that this poses a sexual assault threat to our young daughters. That's why the parents lined up. You can say that in the town square. You can say that in a municipal meeting. If you say that on YouTube, if you say that on Facebook, you're banned. You're gone. And here's the issue. I was speaking with Ben Shapiro about this. You could say male. Of course, males pose a threat to female inmates or classmates. Insert whatever here. The problem is the language game where now you can't even say biological male is hate speech. All right, I'll use your term, transgender. You can't say that they could pose a threat to women because they're women. Well, what do? This literally makes it so nobody can impose any policies. And here's the thing. We're doing some research now. It is terrifying. The amount of small channels that have covered your story or that have covered similar stories who are gone. I'm fortunate. I'm blessed. People have supported us with Muck Club. You have Daily Wire. But what about the people who never get a chance to grow? That's the issue. And this is their new policy. By the way, the one solace I find is very, very expensive legal counsel who had to watch that entire episode and watch the sketch and do a rep. So at least I have that.
That is the silver lining in a storm cloud. This, to me, seems like an acceleration of something that happened to me. It was either a week or two ago. I played a clip from the CDC director, Michelle Walensky. And the CDC director in this clip says that the coronavirus can be spread by people who have the vaccine, which is something that we all know. That's obviously true. That's the argument for why the vaccinated people should wear the masks, is that they can still transmit the virus. I just quoted her. I had the scientific authority, one of the top 3 in the world, according to the liberal establishment. I just used her words. I was told that this was a violation of the YouTube policy because YouTube says you are not allowed to say that the vaccine does not prevent transmission of the virus, even if you're the director of the CDC. So that, obviously outrageous. This, an even greater acceleration of that, you are reporting on a very important news story that the left was suppressing, that the school was suppressing, that threatens young women and girls. And because of that, you could... you could...
I love it when we... They absolutely could. And here's the thing, I want to be clear. They didn't say it's the Loudoun County story. They picked something that was a comedy sketch that was milder from the previous week. It happened immediately after the show. I mean, YouTube has been gunning for us for years because, okay, we are the most watched conservative show on YouTube. We're the most watched conservative show in the demo of all time. It's not even close. The next closest second is Tucker Carlson. We do 3 times as much. I don't talk about these. The reason I talk about this right now is because this is an attack on people who watch the show. This is an attack from YouTube saying, no. We're going to autoplay Seth Meyers. No. This guy can't beat Colbert. No. This is hate speech. They really don't want what we do to get out there. And the issue here is they have framed in language so much that it doesn't allow one side to speak. A genuine thought exercise for people out there. Let's say you're a parent. Okay, you are a parent, and you want to express concern over a new transgender bathroom policy because 2 people were raped in Loudoun County. How do you express your concern over that policy online? With the rules I just set out, you cannot imply there's a rape threat. Do it. And so when people say, oh, it's a culture war thing, way more important than taxes.
Yes, it's obviously, this is the fight. I mean, if you're not going to fight this fight, then who cares? Who cares if you're going to like slightly reform the administrative state? It's not going to do anything. But it's not even as though we're just talking about online. You know, well, look, you can't voice your opinion on this public matter online, but you can do it offline. So what? I'm going to go get a bell and start swinging it in the village square? No, the public square in our society today is online, and specifically, it's on Google and YouTube, which is owned by Google, and it's on Facebook, and to a lesser degree, it's on Twitter, and that's it. And these oligarchs control.
I love that slight to Twitter. It's true. I love that slight to Twitter. Jack Dorsey is always like, "Hey guys, what are you doing? Do you want to go get some shrimp fajitas?" And they're like, "Yo, Jack, come on, go back to Castaway." It's not even close. If people look at the stock, it's not even close.
Girl, I love it when we.
And so if you control you control the whole thing. So right now, what are we supposed to do?
She feed me moldy ass pork fat and she come up here with some healthy ass blueberries and shit. That's all good. I see how I think this motherfucker trying to kill me, yo.
As you say,
motherfucker trying to kill me. She said, I'm not eating that shit.
So what are we supposed to do? If YouTube comes out and says,
you ate it all.
You're not allowed
shit was delicious.
Must have been some good bad pork fat.
Do you adjust your language? Do you take
what happened?
a courageous stand?
I didn't even see what happened.
What are we supposed to do?
The doobie just fell in there. It's not you gotta get it.
What's that doobie?
Babe.
That belongs to the Meese now.
No, it does not.
Individuals on the show. A lot of times people are confused.
Got me shit on it.
No, it doesn't. It just falls away. I need something to
like. You must not believe what you talk about.
You find something? Open that top drawer.
I also love you as a person.
Babe, you're no fucking help.
That's what we're supposed to reflect. But absolutely, biology is a real thing. And I won't go along with this language. We will fight it legally. We are continuing to stream on I was about to say YouTube, on Rumble and on Mud Club, where we have people support us. You know, a lot of the times people say, go and that's not possible when they lock you out. Here's an experiment I want everyone to do, okay?
I am so sleepy right now, yo. Like, I can literally, if I lean back in this chair and close my eyes, I can fall asleep, yo. I don't know.
Search for something you found it.
I got in bed last night, but I don't really remember going to sleep.
I have this townhome that we're using for employees who come in and Airbnb, and I'm a coffee snob, so I was like, wait, the person can't use this whole floor.
I never even saw this picture. When I cooked them breakfast on Mother's Day, why would mother catch me sleeping with my bread going like that? And look at my grandma in the back with a fork in her hand.
Okay, well, I did it, but
look at me with the food in my hand.
You got a Kansas City hoodie?
Yeah, shit on the Kansas City. My oldest cousin Patrick lives in Kansas.
Delicious. I want.
But yeah,
the candy ones be the best. That's why I always try to catch people not looking.
But look at me though, like we just both eating. Like you know that food was good.
How do I use this? I go and search on YouTube Nespresso Pixie Shane. And I knew there was a danger.
I've only been here for 13 minutes. Well, I've been here for like an hour.
What it's like when you mix. Got a white grandma and a black grandma.
And then a bunch of results of late night comedy, political stuff, other coffee, but nothing to do with Nespresso. Today on YouTube, it cannot be used as a search engine. It's not possible.
They banned Crowder from YouTube
for a curation. And they will hide behind the algorithms, but their algorithms are determined by policies that say
no.
You never even indicate that transgenders may pose.
But you never letting them talk about it.
To women. So I'm talking
about. I told my brother don't never see me. Yeah, you had bald again. That was Kiki. Don't you think I look the most like him, or you think I look the most like Antoine?
So when people say go and
build your own YouTube,
we got the same skin color, but if you look at me and Kiki's face,
entities are one and the same with government right now. They're more powerful than the Roman Empire, and so we had to do what you do and we do. You have Daily Wire, and you're also on YouTube because you want to reach people. And we have Mud Club, and listen, we will fight like hell on this. We always will fight it legally. We will fight in the public square, and people who think that they aren't coming.
And this Naya, she looked just like my uncle.
You, anyone who is watching right now, If you think that you have the right to say, I'm concerned for my daughter going into a changing room with a biological male, which, by the way, you're also not allowed to say now. They're considering that hate speech. They want a new term, biological male. You are at home and you're saying, I want to voice my concern.
I'm so dead. The off guards are the best.
Twitter is saying, you won't be able to, period.
What I don't understand here is how they can say with a straight face that transgender individuals or biological men, as opposed to what, psychological men or spiritual men, or I don't know, whatever jargon they want to use, how they can say that he don't pose threat to women when they're in places where women are changing or, you know, otherwise sort of vulnerable. If there's any threat, zero you're telling me, Google, that whether it's a man or you want to call him not a man, whatever jargon you have, it's impossible for him to pose any kind of. What are you talking? I mean, that's just so indefensible. So how do they get away with it?
Well, your first mistake, your premise is flawed. You said, how do they say it with a straight face? They say it with an angry lesbian face. Let's be honest. Those are the people who are saying this in Silicon Valley, and angry gay faces. Vastly overrepresented here. Look, they're going to have a transgender walkout at Netflix on October 20th. We're talking about the demographics. Population, right? Because now they want if black people make up 12% of the American population, they should make up at least 12% of the Oscars. They make up exponentially more compared to the population in Silicon Valley.
Okay. So, I like both of these guys. Not in love with them. I don't idolize them, but I like both of them. And Steven Crowder is having a problem on his YouTube channel for some shit he said about...
Wait, the rat is talking to Crowder?
They're homies. And Crowder's banned, so...
He's looking
Knows said, come on my show. You can still talk to me. Fuck YouTube. We gonna get this shit out there.
And then when they ban you, then you just go on Crowder's show.
Then they can both go on Ben Shapiro's show. Because him and Ben Shapiro are actually on the same network.
I don't mind Ben Shapiro. They're all assholes, but like Matthew is an extra condescending prick. He's funny, but he's an asshole. Crowder, I could actually be okay with.
And they did that skit with Alex Jones, and that's what got him fucking banned for YouTube. They got a hard community strike, yo.
Wow.
And motherfucking Knowles is like, yo, what the fuck? But now I have to hear this dude's voice.
This program is about unsolved mysteries. Whenever possible, the actual family members and police officials have participated in recreating the events. What you're about to see is not a news broadcast.
Tonight on Unsolved Mysteries.
Tonight on Unsolved Mysteries.
Yeah, his voice.
Nebraska. Escape.
Tonight on Unsolved Mysteries.
San Quentin Prison. Once you enter, it's unlikely you will leave. Convicted murderer Mark Adams fashioned.
Hold on, I gotta hear it one more time. Cause that was my shit, yo. The Unsolved Mystery show, that was my fucking shit.
This program is about unsolved mysteries.
And then my man got the damn meme.
Actual family members and police officials have participated in
tonight
recreating
on Unsolved
the
Mysteries, we asked, why did the flu disappear?
Broadcast.
Yeah, his voice is the shit, though. Just so monotone.
Tonight on Unsolved Mysteries, San Quentin Prison. Once you enter, it's unlikely you will leave. Convicted is fashioned an improbable escape. You may be able to help catch him. The story of a young housewife who vanished from her home in Gothenburg, Nebraska. Her husband wants her back, but he must answer allegations that he is the one responsible for her disappearance. Stephen Cox was a small-town hero. Handsome, popular, successful. Stephen Cox may all...
See, that's the shit back in the 80s. Early 90s, man, you had surveillance, but not like now. Everybody didn't have a camera on their person, yo. Every city didn't have cameras like on every corner and shit. Like the fucking 80s, man, you can.
Yo, I was about to say, if I was born in the 70s or the 80s, I would have already robbed a couple of banks by now.
I'm telling you, man, it was just easy to get away with shit if you had a good plan. And a good whatever strategy, a team or whatever, man. Like I said, murders and all that shit, you can get away with that shit back in the day, yo. No more though. We live in a fucking Uber fucking surveillance society, like prison cities almost, where you can't really move around without somebody knowing where you're at. We're always tracked and scanned for all our movement, all our purchasing, and everything. So those days
I don't
of
like that anyway.
those days of anonymity are over, yo. As soon as you touch a kid, they put an Amber Alert on your ass, bro.
As soon as you look at a kid the wrong way. But they can't even beat your kids nowadays. Now that I
No,
think
because
about
your
it.
kid gonna call the cops on you.
Mm-hmm.
My last radio broadcast.
Saturday morning, I'm feeling fine.
So the thing I would
Y'all got
say,
family in the house. My lovely girlfriend here. It's a good day today, yeah.
too much noise.
So I've been living in. I'm from South Carolina, but I live in Pennsylvania, yo. And it's a long way from home. And I get that, like, a lot of people don't like to travel like that, especially just to go, like, to someone's house. If people travel, they want to be going to a resort or a concert or some shit like that somewhere, and I get it. You want to travel, you want to go do some shit, not just go, oh, chill with your cousin or your nephew or whatever.
I don't know. The older I get, I'd rather do that.
Yeah, and that's that's the point I'm at in life too. So that's why I just be wanting some of my family, because I go home every once in a while. I try to go home, especially for like family events. If there's something like big going on and everybody, like a lot of us are going to be there, I definitely try to make it for those. But I get it that a lot of people don't like to come up here. So when people come see me, I get super excited, yo. Like my
And he came at a good time.
Yeah.
Because, like, if he would have waited another 2 months.
nobody don't, yo, you ain't gonna like it. Yeah, not too much ain't gonna like it. So my two sisters and my niece have been up here to see me. My homeboy, he's been up here twice to see me. And now one of my cousins is here, yo. This is fucking dope as shit, yo. I gotta get a nap in because I'm feeling sleepy as shit, so I want to have enough energy to like do shit later today. But definitely, he's just like, yo, you gotta show me around, but I don't know what the fuck is around because I live in a boring ass area. But he brought his Oculus Rift. Maybe we're gonna play some VR games today. And then he told me to play another game, so I might download some shit. Oh, the Spider-Man Miles Morales. He really wants me to play that shit. We probably ride around in his car. He has a fully electric car. So, but at the same time, we don't want to be burning this battery out too much too. But I was like, are there charging areas around here you can
There
use?
are.
He's like, oh, definitely. He's like, I googled all that shit before I came out here, bro. I googled your city and all the cities around just to make sure I know where to fucking charge. And he's like, he has
That's
an
the
app.
only thing about having that car is, like, you have to make sure you have somewhere to charge.
But he says he has an app, a charger app, and you put your destination. I'm going from here to here, and it'll show you every charging site you can stop in between your destination, everywhere you can charge. Yo. It's like it's not that big of a deal. He stopped twice on the way down, and he says he knows for a fact that there's charging stations close by. He says honestly, most super Walmarts have chargers now. And I was like, I never really thought about that.
That's what I said. I saw it somewhere. I can't remember.
And I did too. And I'm like,
It's not in our city, but it's somewhere local. It might be like halfway to your job or something.
Well, I know up in
I think in Pittston.
where we went to the movies up on the mountain, in Montage Mountain, over by Scranton, they for sure have a charging station because I've seen that shit. They got like 4 or 6 chargers out there. And then there is somewhere around here in Wilkes-Barre where I saw that shit one time, yo, but I cannot remember where. But then at the same time, you just notice like there are a lot of EVs around here. We see a lot of Teslas now and a lot of like these little Volts, and then Honda has their little EV. I seen one of them shits. So, I mean, people around here drive them, so they have to have somewhere to charge this shit. Man, I need some new lenses already. The day before exclusive official gameplay trailer. It looks so nice, but how much interaction do you have? Oh well. Zombie that It looks really nice.
Oh shit. I made out of only emojis. We gotta like zoom in.
Let's see. All the hand signs. Motherfuckers are creative.
I know, I'm like, how'd y'all do that?
So I'm watching this gameplay for a game I've never heard of. It's called The Day Before. And it looks pretty sweet. It almost looks like I can't think of the Tom Clancy game, yo. It's Tom Clancy's. Oh my god, yo. My memory is so bad right now, yo. Having these brain farts.
Mm-hmm.
The Division, yo. Whew. Tom Clancy's The Division. The visuals really, really look like that game. I mean, that game was so beautiful. I didn't really like a lot of the gameplay and mechanics in it, but it was just a really, really sharp, clean looking fucking game. Well, it had that dark, gritty, like that real post-apocalyptic feel to it. I played it a lot just because how it looked, but then the online part, it was kind of weird. Even though I like most Tom Clancy games, um, but this looks really good, yo. And then this is like a zombie game too. I wonder, and it's like it looks like co-op or something. I don't know. This looks very interesting to me right now. I like this dark, gritty, like zombie apocalyptic shit. Check out 13 minutes of straight gameplay from the day before. A new open world MMO survival set in a deadly post-apocalyptic America, overrun by flesh-hungry infected survivors, killing each other for food, weapons, and cars. When is the release date for this thing though? Because this was premiered on April the 9th this year. I've never heard anything about this shit, man. Alright, how many more days I have for Battlefield? Battlefield 2042 countdown. Huh? I know it's still like 20 days, 25 days. How long ago did we play that beta?
October 6th. Was it the 8th? You have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have it in 12 weeks. It says November 19th.
Yeah.
Early access will be granted to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members with EA Play.
You said early access?
Yeah. For Xbox One and Xbox Series XS, with early access being granted to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members with EA Play.
Microsoft kicking out that bread, yeah. Y'all wanna play this shit first, y'all come to our console, nigga.
GameStop got the pre-order for Battlefield 2042 PlayStation 5 for $70. The release date is 11/19. Yeah.
Alright, so I have to fix this again. This shit always goes bad where it won't screw. Now it won't stay up when I need it to. But actually what I need to do is, let's see, I might, if it's not working, I might just take this off. Oh, that's... Oh, no.
My mama talking about when I'm gonna have some kids. I got a kid right here. Come keep pop up. What kind of weakness siren is that?
Oh, that's in the video game.
Oh.
I was really thinking that was coming from outside, too.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? Yo, I can't wait till I'm rich because look, money fixes it all. Get your teeth fixed, get your skin fixed, get some hair.
But her skin is bad right there.
Yeah, I don't even know when this is from. This was definitely years ago. I still respect her. I'm not trying to like put her down.
No, but yeah.
I'm just saying that money has totally transformed her.
Like her skin was real bad just now.
Oh, she had already gotten her teeth fixed right there. But shit, I mean, I don't blame her. I'm doing the same thing.
I seen a new procedure. A dude had a gap and they just added teeth onto it and just closed the gap up.
Oh, wow.
It's like how they form like caps and stuff. They just added like, I don't know, they just added some tooth. Made his teeth a little bigger, and I was like, there all kind of shit you could do now.
Right.
Oh, should I do that first? I don't know. It might not make a big difference, honestly. I gotta do something with this shadow right there, too. Alright. So, let's do this raw package. What's today? The 16th? I'm gonna email that gallery and ask them what day do they want me to drop off the art. Alright, here we go, guys. So I'm gonna start with some brown. I really don't like how this package is shaped, but I don't think there's like a lot I can do with it. I done fucked it up so bad, I'm gonna have to leave it like that, really. You see what I'm talking about? You see how much bigger this edge is than that edge?
I didn't until you just said something.
Yeah, it's real bad. But like, should I try to straighten that bitch out or just leave that shit like that, yo? Cause that shit is, ooh. I can, if I bring this line, then I have to bring it here, and then I'll lose the white part from this shadow, then I have to move this shadow down. I have to switch like all this brown line, this white line, and this gray line. I have to change all those.
Are you planning on selling this or are you keeping this?
I'll sell anything in this house if motherfucker give me what I want for it.
I mean, every now and again you got some shit that ain't for sale because you just like, nah, that's mine.
You know, my older, like some of my older first drawings, never sell those shits, yo.
Right. Okay.
Those
okay.
I just like,
I knew that you were like you were doing this because this was something you wanted to do. That was my question.
Oh yeah, this is something I want to do. I don't care if nobody ever. I really wouldn't mind like my reader series.
I'm just trying to get to a point. The point is that if you're keeping it for yourself, I don't really think it matters. But you're gonna have it available in the event that somebody wants to buy it. So yes, you should fix it.
Yeah, all this shit for sale. Everything for sale.
Everything.
I ain't gonna be able to leave our kids much, but if I can make my name kind of famous, man, they can sell this shit off over the years.
Or you well enough, do their own thing and don't sell it off and keep it. Unless they trying to buy it for like
millions.
$50 million for
yeah, that's
NFT
what I'm talking
rock.
about, yeah.
For NFT raw paper.
For the millions.
For the NFT dookie.
When the museums fucking want this shit, yo, you gotta sell it, yo. Hello, Prince family. This is the Louvre. We were interested in acquiring one of your grandfather's original paintings to be in our permanent collection here. Yeah, well, which one? Oh, that one is 72 million.
Chancellor
Yeah, that one's like 72 mil.
Williams.
You're gonna have to
What
talk
if
to
they
her.
said, I want Chancellor Williams and Todra?
Damn, that's an odd combination.
Right.
I love all of his work. I want to go from one extreme to the other.
Okay. Yeah, stop trying to pick a favorite. You can't.
Every new one is my favorite.
Right. That's what I'm saying, my new favorite. Now,
Yeah.
the one you did for your coworker of her father-in-law or whoever the guy was there.
In the hat.
Yes,
That
that
was
was one of my favorite commissions that you've done in a while.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah.
Like the other day, yeah.
The perfect gift then. Because, you know, I got that done for my mom, of me and my brothers when we were kids, but now I kind of wish, like, I got one with my grandma instead. But, yeah, that's weird to share that. But, yeah, that was one of my favorites. And this one, too. It's just this one was different. Like, this was like some cartoon shit. The girl on skates. And the one you did for that lawyer. It's pretty good. A self-portrait. That's why I said you just can't even just have just one. It's just, well, this is my favorite one from 10 years ago. Or this is my favorite cartoon. This is my favorite this. Until I find something to turn on, I'll turn this on. Into the funk.
Alright, so you can finish listening to me and Eric's interview. Oh shit.
That's what you want?
No. Now you got some music on. You can listen to it. Into the funk.
Yeah, it's tapped on. Tapped on. Tracking in Paradise or Japan, whatever, but it's probably something else. So.
Yo, well fuck it. Buffs on the Beat sent me a goddamn Big Boy freestyle he put out here on Worldstar.
Who?
Puff sent me a link last night.
Oh, where? We gotta listen to it. Yo, I ain't been on Worldstar in a minute. Maybe I'll go on Worldstar and see what's fun.
I was like, what the?
Just Worldstar sometimes I just feel like just be putting our people down.
Yeah.
So I gotta like.
Yeah. Like
take it in doses.
And that's one thing. Like I don't know. I did it once or twice, and then I realized like what I was doing, like sharing all the fight videos and shit. Like
Cause they're so good, but it's like yo.
I don't want to perpetuate that image. Yo.
Exactly. Cause everybody fights.
Yeah, and I'll watch that shit and laugh at that shit, but I ain't gonna share that shit on my social media. Yeah. And that's something else too. Like people who, those were the first people I started deleting. I like if that's the only kind of shit you guys share, I don't even need you because I don't want to see that shit all the time.
All the time. But I mainly like Worldstar because you could actually hear good music on there. Like they don't just put anything on there, and if it was trash, you had to pay top dollar. Fight goes down to the school after dude gets whipped in the face with a belt.
Mm.
A guy shows up to meet a 13-year-old and meets two mastiffs instead. This is something I want to watch.
Mastiffs, two big ass dogs.
They put a punch machine right next to a kid's game. Okay, yeah, they got some good shit in here.
Alright, we're gonna do that like that. Then
100% responsibly sourced Arab beans. Rich aroma. Full flavor taste. Need we say more?
Huh? What? Get in, Max. Get in, Max. Huh? Get him. Get him. Fucking tell it, boy. Good boy, Ghost. Good boy. Huh? That's not. Get your scratch, Ghost. Ghost, get him. Get him.
The dog not even really hurt.
That was fake. Because if them dogs really wanted to eat that motherfucker, they would have been eating his ass, yeah.
And enjoy the ride.
So I'm not hungry. I'm just playing.
Yeah, I'm just playing, bro. 'Cause they wasn't locking and shaking.
They might be just really well trained.
Yeah, they was just playing with him. That's like a little fight play. He's like that's like how they play with the pack, yo.
Alright, one more time. Damn.
I don't know if that was on purpose or not, yeah. I get it, but still,
Why the dude in the background to knock him out?
knock him out, bloop.
Right, like, I think he did. Little kid was like, ah. You know how kids, sometimes something happened and they react real slow, like after you look at them.
He
like,
better be lucky he hit that shit first, yo.
Yeah. He hit a little white boy in the back of his head.
Knock him out. What happened? It was an accident, lady. It's on camera. It was an accident. Kind of. Mostly.
Mostly accident.
It was mostly
Sorry,
accident.
so hard. Tell your son stop being a pussy.
Yeah. Don't sit next to the punch machine next time.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. But why he cocked back like he trying to knock somebody out?
Gotta get that biggest score on there.
It is a punch machine. Why are her feet so big?
Oh, damn.
Oh my god. Oh my. She fucking. His hair got up. And why her feet so big? He don't even care. He like, you messed my haircut up.
What's the purpose, yo?
And he's shaping them up on the other side.
Why?
That was so stupid.
Why?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can only do this in doses because there's like no real content on here.
No. But he got us to watch it, so
I wanted to give it a chance.
mission accomplished.
I mean, I wanted to give it a chance, but damn.
I know, like, but why? But what's the point in that, though? Why did you do that?
Yeah. Well, why were her feet so big? Did you really see how?
Yeah, you got the super long ass. I wear size 12 in women's.
I'm so dead. We back then versus we now.
Urgent message. To anyone with type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetes, this discovery could save your life.
Shit, what you got for me today, baby? Shit, I'm up for the 3-5. All right. What else you got? So you got his OG? What you got for me today, what?
Yeah, exactly.
Shit, you ain't got no OG? Shit, what that shit talking about right now, man? Give me your 5, man. Let me smell that shit, man.
Yo, babe.
Chill out. Bro, that shit.
Just watch. You want a 3-5? Alright.
Let me smell that shit, man.
He said I would take some weed off.
Chill out. Bro, that shit good. We get that. Get that. I'm good.
He said, oh, you want a 3-5? Definitely back in the day, they'd be, you want a 3-5, you getting a 7. Nowadays, you want a 3-5, you gonna get a 3.2. He's like, let me take that corner off of that. I got that hot Cheeto kush.
Motherfucker, I seen you want to talk about when you used to be a dope boy, but you're a dad now.
Yo, that one was hilarious.
Bagging up the kids' lunch and wearing that shit on the scale like nigga.
And why you bagging kids shit like that? Yo, I'm an island boy.
Oh, that was so
That
was so hard to watch. Yeah, it's just like, why? But Chris sent me that shit. Yo, Chris be sending me all the fucking little shit. So. I'm like, nigga. You be in that truck all day, just all the fucking social media, bored as shit. I swear he like my Simone, yo. That nigga send me like 10 memes a day.
Yo, Simone sends me 10 memes an hour.
But that shit be funny though. I think I got like 2 I ain't even watched yet. He sent me some shit last night.
Yo, a dog that knows how to shoot pool, I can watch that.
Oh wow. How you train that dog to do that?
Okay. Shoot it, Ava. Which one?
That was a waste of my life.
Not a little bit.
That was a waste of my life.
Oh yeah. I don't know, Matthew sleep pretty hard.
Oh my god, a drunk dude fell off the back of a truck and gets his leg ran over in the middle of a parade. I don't want to watch that. I know you probably do.
Just one time. Hit.
I just hate that their website does that. Like, do you think I want to scroll down every time? Yo, they really rolled over his leg.
That shit broke.
Is it really bad?
No, he's standing on it. He didn't break that shit all the way, but that shit did run over his ass though.
Yo, and he, like, his leg was, like, turned like that, like the way they had him. He ain't gonna get drunk again.
He gonna get drunk again, but he ain't gonna be on the back of no truck like that.
Truck loaded with people crashes, sending all of them flying.
Oh my god. The carnage. I think one of the worst videos I've seen recently is when them people fell off that balcony at that college protest or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like 19 people fell 5 stories. Almost like that Squid Game tug of war shit, yeah. Motherfucker just, the balcony gave away. And they fucking, well actually it looked like 2 women were arguing about something and they started leaning on the armrail hard as shit. The armrail fell and then like mad motherfuckers fell with that shit, yo.
That's crazy. Yeah, like who do you sue? Who the fuck do you sue?
I can't even imagine like dying in some accident like that. Some real fucking Final Destination shit.
Squid Games. Yeah, no. Or just standing on something and it just breaks.
Just breaks and gives
like
away.
A bridge, or a bridge falls on top of you. Like that one that was in Florida, I think.
And that, yeah, that bridge collapse. I can't even, you just driving trying to get home from work and then get fucking crushed to death. Like,
Yo, yeah, more than one person died. That shit was crazy. I don't know. There's not really a lot of good content on anything right now. Need some new people to watch.
mm-hmm.
Trans dude beats the shit out of the woman in an MMA fight. Michael knows.
I've seen that one, I think. But that's the thing, like, how can you start letting them compete in those types of gladiator sports, yo? That ain't right, yo.
Scotty Kilmer. Here's why the chip shortage is a bunch of crap. That's something to do with it.
Bob, to understand the nature of consciousness, one question we can ask is, can consciousness be derived from non-biological systems? Make a computer with sufficient complexity and by force will have consciousness, the inner awareness in the silicon. You think that's possible?
Maybe. It's a funny question because we know so little. I mean, I know that when I put my Apple Mac to sleep at night, it doesn't dream even though it's asleep, or if it dreams, it doesn't tell me about it. Whether computers, or for that matter, trees, can be conscious is one that we don't really have the information to resolve yet. I mean, I think as interesting as the question of could they become conscious, for example, when computers become even more and more complicated, there's also the question of have they been conscious since the first Atari came out? So let's take those in pieces. We know that humans are conscious. That's all we're sure about in terms of consciousness. But we know that there's massive amounts of the human brain that we don't need. So we know that we don't need a brain as complex as ours to be conscious because, for example, children who have certain neurologic disorders will have half their cortex removed as children. And they grow up remarkably unimpaired generally, but certainly have full consciousness. We can remove half the regions of the cortex without impairing consciousness at all. We don't need much of our brain to be conscious, although we can make very small lesions of the brain and destroy it. So we don't know how much of the brain we need. It might be, and I know a lot of people will disagree with me, it might be that our computers are already more complex than the most minimal portion of the brain that we require to have consciousness. Clearly, our computers are nowhere near the complexity of the brain as a whole, although that's within sight. I don't know if we're talking 5 years or 10 years or 25 years, but it's not much further than that before we'll have computers that are, well, as complex in terms of how much memory space they have, how much connectivity they have. But is that all it takes? And I don't see any evidence that that has anything to do with it. We sort of, that's sort of like saying, you know, I used to ask people if you had a big enough encyclopedia, could you imagine it being conscious? And everybody says, you mean a paper encyclopedia? I say, yeah, but I'm talking about like 10,000, 100,000 volumes and 2,000 indexes to it and people running around editing it all the time. And they say, a paper encyclopedia? I say, yeah. And they say, no, there's no way. And the reason they say that is because we understand paper. We understand there's no degrees of freedom left. I think when we talk about computers, there's this magical piece that we don't understand. And whenever we have a hole, a magical hole in our understanding, we can say that could be consciousness. I call it a conflation of ignorances. So we know nothing really at a deep level about how quantum mechanics works, and we don't understand how consciousness works. So maybe they're causally related. There's things that computers do that we don't understand how they do it, and there's things the mind does that we don't understand how they do it, and so maybe a computer can be conscious.
Or with computers, it can almost be the reverse, where it says the mind is a processing organ, it's a computational, and computers are computational. So you build in enough complexity, enough parallel processing that over time, however many decades it may take, that when you get that sufficient level of processing power, then consciousness will fall out by default. That's the argument.
Absolutely possible. I mean, because we know so little about what causes consciousness, I mean, we know that brains produce it, that people with brains habit. You can damage the brain and destroy the consciousness. But we don't know that it has anything to do with the computing power of the brain. I mean, when I go to sleep at night and at some points in the night appear to lose consciousness completely, I don't see a lot less computing going on in the brain. I see information processing, I see memories being accessed and reactivated, I see them being strengthened, I see them being integrated with other memories. So why am I not conscious there? I mean, why is it that I can take out a huge portion of the brain and it's still conscious?
You know what? I do want something, babe.
And become unconscious. I mean, what if you built an entire brain that just lacked parts of the hippocampus involved in the regulation, or parts of the thalamus involved in the regulation of the wake-sleep cycle? It could be 10 times more complicated than
you ain't even eat this one.
But maybe in some ways an equally important question is, how do we know that they're not? How do we know that this table isn't sitting here an arrogant bunch of objects, those so I don't have a mouth, so I don't have hands, so I can't express my thoughts. But I hate that light on this table.
Really,
I mean, stickle balls like that, it really hurts. If a computer was conscious, how would we know it? People think that HAL 2001 was conscious. I don't think so. I've got computers that talk to me.
You didn't even want nothing, but he
I've got
wanted something,
computers
so now
that
you
have
want something.
emotions, that react to certain things by activating
Yo,
certain
I just
innate
realized there's a
patterns to
hashtag on
protect
here.
itself. I know that if I'm not doing anything that's really demanding of it, that it'll do all the housekeeping, it might process some of its numbers in the background.
I'll tag it on here when
Maybe
I post it.
computers have been conscious all along. So
Hashtag
as
raw life.
important as the question, which I guess is almost a philosophical question of could a computer be conscious, there's sort of a scientific question of how would we know it? And it's not a trivial question because we don't know if apes are conscious. We don't know if rodents are conscious. We don't know if spiders are conscious. And we have no idea how to approach the problem. So I guess the answer really is until we understand what it
They
is
have
about
the self-wash there, and it's
that
like
produces
15
the
bucks if we do
conscious
it.
experience.
Well, we can do that.
But they brush your teeth and do her claws, and by the time I pay them to do that,
But that's what I'm saying. Listen, do it like that. Do every 4 weeks. Let them do it, and every other week we'll go up there and do it.
That's what you need. Until we answer that
$15 is
question,
easier than doing
we
it here.
can't. It's
way easier than doing
But
it.
you think it's a scientific question?
It's a scientific question.
Is there a possibility that there has to be something other than science to answer the question
Because
of
if you go put her in that tub, and she ain't
whether
gonna be able
that
to get out of that
computer
one.
is conscious?
No, science will answer that question.
So, oh, y'all smart for
Science
that,
can
'cause y'all know
answer
dogs like to jump.
almost any question, including most of the questions that people say science can't answer. Those are questions that science doesn't know how to ask yet. I mean, if you go back 2,000 years to a couple of Greeks by the shore in a thunderstorm, trying to understand what causes thunder and lightning, what kind of explanation besides a god could possibly... They're in a hopeless position. They don't know what creates waves. They don't know how the ear works to receive and interpret sound waves. They don't know about electricity to cause lightning. They don't know that electricity produces heat that causes gases to expand. I mean, they're 2,000 years away from being able to answer that question, but it's a simple scientific question. And I think consciousness is no different. It's just one that we don't know how to answer yet.
Billie's on your 6th week. They need customized car insurance from Liberty Mutual, so they only pay for what they need.
You're not getting you a helicopter.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Apples, cheese, and prosciutto.
now is Newt Gingrich, former Speaker of the House. His new book, Beyond Biden, is out on November 2nd, and it's available for pre-order now. Newt, I don't think that Democrats have really thought this through, have they? I mean, they thought these mandates, it was all going to work. They did some polling. They put the polls out there. People like the mandates. They like the mandates, Newt, until they can't get a police officer to show up, or they can't get a nurse on a floor if they're in an ER. So then the mandates don't look so good, do they?
Oh, look, I think it's deeper than the mandates. You have a system, the American system, which is falling apart. You have hundreds of thousands of illegal immigrants. And by the way, Joe Biden doesn't do anything to apply his fancy rules and his mandates to illegal immigrants. They don't get tested. They don't get vaccinated. We don't check on them for health reasons. But somehow American citizens can be punished by their own government, but people who show up here illegally get flown around the country, get shipped around the country, get taken care of. The taxpayers are funding all of the illegal immigrants who are not required to do any of this. But there's something deeper going on. They can't unload the ships. They can't find the trucks. They can't get the economy moving. They can't get children educated. Go down the list. This system, this entire big government socialist system is falling apart. And their answer, of course, is to use the power of the government against the American people. That's why you have the Attorney General trying to sick the FBI on parents who go to a school board meeting. I mean, we've never, not since the Civil War, have we seen this kind of intense anti-citizen behavior. And this is happening because the left knows they're a distinct minority. They know that the country is going to repudiate them, and they are desperate to enforce on you and me and everybody else their rules. And what's beginning to happen, as you just saw in Chicago, as we saw with Southwest Airlines, people are starting to figure out there are more of us than there are of these left-wing nuts. And I think you're going to see more and more resistance on every front, not just in terms of the mandates.
And Newt, I think Biden wants us to believe, though, that everything is going according to plan.
We're headed in the right direction. We have critical work to do. We can't let up now. My team and I are doing everything we can. But I'm calling on more businesses to step up. That's how we put this pandemic behind us and accelerate our economic recovery.
Newt, is pressuring more companies to impose these mandates going to help the jobs crisis that we're in? These companies can't hire employees.
When I hear Joe Biden talk about plans, I think first of all about the withdrawal from Afghanistan, which was a disaster. I think second about whatever his plan is for the border, where Kamala Harris is absent without leave, and it's a disaster. I look at the 60 ships that are stuck off of Long Beach, which is a disaster. I look at they're already starting to warn us that the Joe Biden Christmas is going to be a very narrow, lean Christmas. You look at the price of meat, which has gone up dramatically, the price of gasoline, which has gone up dramatically, the number of jobs that are unfilled, the number of trucking companies that literally can't find truckers. And you look around and you think, if this is the Joe Biden plan, it is a disaster. And I think all of us have to, let's look at pragmatically facts on the ground, not statements from the White House that have no connection to reality.
Newt, we're just hearing, by the way, tonight that the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals has ruled in favor of allowing Texas's abortion law to go forward, which of course overturned that district court initial decision saying it couldn't go forward. So that is
no
also
abortions
good
in the
news
entire
for the
state?
pro-life community across the country, and also a sign
That's
that
fucked up, yeah.
look, they're in for a fight on multiple fronts, and they wanted these culture wars by taking this decision away from the people, and they've gotten culture wars on their hands.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna they're gonna go to jail. Like, what if somebody gets raped? What if somebody their pregnancy is gonna hurt them? Like, what if a doctor came to me and was like, "Yo, if you don't get an abortion, this baby's gonna kill you anyway."
It's true in
Then
terms
what?
of abortion.
So I'm just supposed to die?
We're going to have a very healthy national debate about.
I think what they're talking maybe elective abortions.
I don't think they're gonna. I think it's gonna be abortion as a whole, and then all you're gonna have
that's 40
is
years
these
old.
people who
And
cannot get
they're
elective
over 50
abortions are
years
going to
old.
be getting back alley abortions, and then you're going to have problems with women that can't reproduce because somebody done stuck something up their vagina, or you know what I mean, people dying. Now you're just going to have an illegal black market of people giving illegal abortions. And we already know how that goes, because women used to go into doctors and they used to give them, you know, abortions and shit, and that shit was terrible.
So I think this is going to be a period of time when the American people come to grips with themselves. And what you
Men
find
should
on
not
the
be
left
making decisions
is that
about
the
women's
big
bodies.
socialists basically are a religious movement. They're a secular religious movement.
And what's
They
all you have
can't
to do
deal
with your
with
balls?
reality. They can't cope with facts. If it doesn't fit their narrative, they just shrug it off and refuse to pay attention to it.
Right.
And I just want to go back to one thing I said earlier. If you're an illegal immigrant, none of Joe Biden's requirements apply to you. If you're an American citizen, he's willing to use the power of the government to coerce you, to force you into losing your job.
Now, if you're an American citizen, now you're a second
not allowed
class.
to fly on an airplane.
Yeah, you're a second
Now,
class
why is it
citizen.
that Biden is so pro-illegal immigrant and so anti-American citizen?
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe at Fox News YouTube page.
Apparently, this is what I have learned from a school in Seattle. The school carved pumpkins. Apparently, this is what I have learned from a school in Seattle.
They can't carve
The
pumpkins.
school in Seattle has an annual pumpkin parade. That's a sweet thing to do, isn't that nice? The little kids go around, they've got their pumpkins, they carve. That's a nice little fall Halloween tradition, or at least it was at Benjamin Franklin Elementary School. But you see, that school's racial equity team, why does it have a I don't know, but they have a racial equity team. This is one of the consequences of critical race theory, and this is one of the effects of that you see in the world. This critical race theory that begins in law schools and then permeates our legal and academic systems to the point that you have racial equity teams in elementary schools and to the point that they cancel pumpkin parades. Apparently, quote, the pumpkin parade marginalizes students of color who do not celebrate the holiday. Specifically, these students have requested to be isolated on campus while the event took place. This, according to a spokesman from the school, talking to our friend Jason Rands, who's a radio host in Seattle. The students are like 6, right? So we are being told that, and I don't even believe that this is true, but let's just say that it is true, that a 6-year-old didn't want to participate in the school activity. We are being told that that is basically the equivalent of a bus boycott. We're told this is basically the equivalent of the civil rights marches. The
And this is what gets me, like,
black.
sometimes the left just push this shit too far. Like, okay, if I don't want my kid carving a pumpkin or whatever, then like, yeah, can my kid go somewhere else? And
Or
so
give
they
them
don't.
something else to do. Yeah.
Exactly, but trying to counsel it for everybody, that's dumb.
But honestly, babe, even though I know you wouldn't let our kid do Halloween, but
If it's some shit at school like that and all the kids
I would
you're
let them
carving
do it.
pumpkins,
Yeah,
fine.
I would let
Because
them do
my
it.
kid knows, like, this is just an activity. There are no fucking demons and
But
goblins.
what if
that-
all the kids in school are dressing up? Would you let our kid dress up to be with their friends? Like, we'll buy you candy at home. You don't need to go out and get candy from strange people late at night. But like, would you let our kid dress up though? Because I would.
Yeah, because I would explain to them the reason why you're dressing up. Why do you dress up for Halloween?
Now, okay.
Why do you dress up for Halloween?
I mean, honestly, like me personally, because it's fun.
What's the
It's a
origin of dressing up?
Hallows Eve is some demonic shit.
Yeah, so why would you dress up?
It's just a tradition. That's the thing, like how everything has changed. The same way
Okay, so
how
listen.
we celebrate. I'm not personally celebrating
No.
Christmas, but if somebody wants to buy me a gift, I ain't gonna say no.
Okay, on St. Hallows Eve is the one day where the
dead
dead
are
can
walking.
come from the underground and walk the earth. And so in order for them not to drag you back to the underworld, you have to dress scarier than they are to scare them back. And that's why you dress up for Halloween. And that's why like all the new sexy and cool shit is not what it was. It was always you dressed as witches and goblins and ghosts to scare them back to the underworld.
I understand that, but like even me as a child, I was always bunnies and princesses
Exactly.
and stuff like that.
And
So
so as
like,
long as my kid knows the origin of this shit and why people dress up and where this
I
shit
was gonna
came
say
from.
like I knew that like it was supposed to be like, oh, the dead are walking and whatever, but I didn't know that you were supposed to be scarier than them.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
thought it was
scare
just,
them
the point
back.
was just to disguise yourself.
No, you gotta scare them back to the underworld.
But
You
see,
gotta
I don't
be
know.
more
Like to me,
fierce.
like I said, it's just a fun thing. Like it's just dress up now. It's just a day for everybody to dress up and do some cosplay or non-cosplay. Like you know what I mean? That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
I really enjoy dressing up, and like I would definitely do some cosplay shit now that I actually enjoy like anime and shit like that. So I don't know. Like I just like I said, it's just a reason to dress up. But then you know, if the kid's like 15 years old, you probably don't need a costume anymore. But like, if you're 5, you're not gonna understand why you didn't get a costume but all your friends have one. You know what I'm saying? No?
Mm-hmm. A 5-year-old can understand.
I mean, they'll understand, but they're not gonna understand. Like, they're gonna think it's not fair.
Mm-hmm.
Life's not fair, little mother. Life's not fair. Life's not fair.
Well, they don't have Halloween. That's a white person holiday. They don't have the fall. The fall is a white person season. What is a black person season? I have no idea.
The summer.
Summertime.
It seems to me it's pretty counterproductive to caricature
Yeah,
black
how you
people
don't know
in
that?
this way.
Niggas that crazy
People
on this
can't
podcast.
grow pumpkins. It actually reminds me of something that I noticed in college. So I'm in college, not that long ago. What was it, like 10 years ago? Less. And I'm in college, and
That was not less than 10
it's
years
Martin Luther
ago.
King Day. Very, very liberal college. And they served a special meal in the dining halls. They served Barack Obama's favorite fried chicken recipe. And they served a bunch of other food that's mostly Southern food that we traditionally associate with black people, watermelon, that sort of thing. And I looked at that and I thought, hold on, so Martin Luther King Day, on Martin Luther King Day, you have Barack Obama's favorite fried chicken recipe, because Obama and Martin Luther King are both black, so it makes total sense. And Obama, because he's a black guy, man, he loves his fried chicken, isn't that right?
Everybody loves
I
fried
doubt
chicken.
that he does. I suspect that Barack Obama probably prefers mahi-mahi or something. He grew up in Hawaii and he was raised almost exclusively by white people. And it's this ridiculous caricature to pretend that because Barack Obama's black, what, he drinks grape soda or something? And no, because...
Wait.
He know the stereotype, just like you can say, oh, white people eat turkey sandwiches
Yo, but
and
no.
mayonnaise.
Listen.
Because he drink grape soda or something?
No. I hear people say chicken, collard greens, watermelon, Kool-Aid, whatever. I ain't never heard nobody say grape soda.
Grape soda is a stereotype.
I
Reg.
know, but I ain't never heard no white person say that shit like that. Like he skipped over Kool-Aid and everything. He just said grape soda.
Yeah, that motherfucker know.
Grape and orange soda, nigga. What you talking about?
Because he done made jokes about it.
Yo, he definitely had, like, he's so, like, watermelon, chicken, grape soda.
And if he's never made a joke about it, he has close friends and relatives who make really
Yo,
good
if we
jokes
went to
about
his house, he would buy orange soda for us.
it. Oh, damn. On purpose.
Here's orange. Oh, wait. I have grape, too.
Grape?
I got grape. I got Huggies.
very liberal, enlightened institutions. Everyone's got to fit in there. Obama probably prefers mahi-mahi or something, because he grew up in Hawaii and he was raised almost exclusively by white people. And it's this ridiculous caricature to pretend that because Barack Obama's black, he drinks grape soda or something, and because at these very liberal, enlightened institutions, everyone's got to fit in their little box, and only white people do this, and only black people do this, and apparently this has gone all the way down to this very woke elementary school where the black kids can't carve the pumpkins. I'm so glad you liked that clip. Head on over, get the full show. You can do it here on YouTube.
And that's the thing about
subscribe,
him, yo. I don't agree with everything, but some
subscribe
things
to the Michael Knowles
you
Show
just
podcast.
take it where you agree. Like, I can see your point on that.
SHOW. You can subscribe for free at Apple Podcasts.
And that's what I say
Stitcher,
about
Spotify, Google Play,
Barack.
wherever you
That's
get
my
your
own opinion. They made a character out of this dude like he's gonna be the fucking black Jesus to come back, and then what? He don't even really act like a black dude, yo. This motherfucker just dark. He got dark skin, yo. I say, and then there's some mixed people who black, and there's some mixed people who not black.
I mean, look at me and how light I am, and then look at Obama.
Exactly.
But his wife is black.
And I get
and that's
that
what I
too.
always remind people, like his kids and his wife are black. He's not a Tiger Woods.
And now we're gonna get back to this conversation where they say his wife a tranny and the kids ain't theirs.
I mean, I don't.
That's so deep conspiracy theory though. I don't believe that, but that's what some people think.
Listen, I don't believe anything. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't want to think that because I don't want to think that. But when they showed the picture of the people who they said are the girl's parents, I was like, I was so torn because they look like both of them.
And that's like Michael Jackson and his kids. Like, are those really his kids and all that shit? Like,
I mean, and like I said, I think about me and how I don't look anything at all like my father, and like how I'm the lightest out of everybody, and most people don't even like know what I am just by looking at me. Like, I think about all of that, but like I said, looking at those other people, babe. If that ain't they real mama and daddy, that's like their doppelgangers or something, or like their auntie and uncle, because those people, they look like that.
I never saw those pictures.
I saw it. That's why I was like, wow. Well, I'm not saying like I'm pretty sure it's just a coincidence. I'm sure somebody did some real like deep digging and was like, oh, they look like these people. Let's say that's their parents. I'm just saying they definitely look like that. While I find the pictures of that.
Still using human-based antiperspirants? That way your shirt looks like a dick. Ditch the unhealthy.
And keep in mind, it's not just the police, it's the military. Hundreds of Navy SEALs.
Yo, the police. I forgot what city it was, but they about to lose half their police force, yo.
We afford that?
Motherfuckers like, yo, that mandate went into effect whatever day, and then like, nah,
Maine, for example,
nah, y'all really gonna enforce this? Nah, we are like half the police
because the
force.
vaccine
Like,
mandate takes effect at midnight.
that little city gonna be.
What does this mean for people who live in the state of Maine? Lisa Keim is the state senator from the state. We're happy to have her on tonight. Senator, thanks so much for coming on. Give us a sense of what this will mean for people in the state of Maine.
Maine? I think that might be the same one.
Thank you, Tucker. Yes, tonight, as you said, at midnight, EMS workers will no longer be answering calls. And we don't know on the state level how many have been let go. But there will be 911 calls that go unanswered in the state of Maine. And the difference here in Maine that's good to understand is that we have already done away with all philosophical and religious exemptions, and it is very difficult to get a medical exemption at all. So these EMS workers, they are faced with the choice of feeding their family
philosophy
or
or
taking a vaccine.
religious reasons, none of that,
I
nigga.
have talked to many people throughout the state. There are definitely dire consequences coming, and we
I got
are not
asthma.
sure
I don't
yet
give a
what
fuck,
the
nigga.
impact overall is going to be.
If your 911 call goes unanswered, what's the point of having a government? Honestly, what's the point? And why isn't there a revolt against this?
Absolutely, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be hurt by this, but at this moment, no one knows. This really has not been well reported. The people that are living in communities where the entire EMS service or possibly 50% or a large percentage are no longer to be working. Those communities don't yet know. This is something that we are going to find out as it unfolds over the next week.
So people who suffer heart failure or have a stroke and call for an ambulance and it doesn't come, some of those people will die as a result of this.
That's the most dire consequence of all, and that is one of the major concerns that we have. I spoke with an EMS, the director of Maine EMS today, and they have some preliminary numbers, but they won't know until Sunday night how many workers are actually going to be getting done. So at this point, it is very strongly like mismanagement to assume that the vaccine mandate is going to work for these people who are actually the most careful of anyone in our society. They understand the transmission and they're careful of their patients. And now we're kicking them out and saying your services are no longer needed. The Maine people don't know.
Right. So politicians know more than healthcare workers about medicine, and everyone acts like that's normal, but it's not normal, and it's also untrue. I appreciate Senator Keim coming on tonight. Thank you.
Discover matches all the cash back you earn on.
That's crazy. The insanity is spreading, people. Like, fucking God. Be young. He made good beats, yo.
I don't know though. The more I look, I'm like, maybe not.
Maybe not what?
Looking at these side by side photos.
Yeah. They say somebody just found something.
Yeah. I can see why though. Cause that's them right there. Although Mama's kind of thick and they skinny like Michelle. That's why I was like, I don't know. They even got like Michelle's body type.
Yeah, that tall, lanky shit.
But like this lady and Sasha, if you look at her child pictures, they actually do look just alike. So it's like it's hard because that's like I said, they look like both of them to be honest, but like she looks like her and she looks like him. But I can see why somebody would take that and run with it. I still don't think Michelle was born Michael LeVar Robinson.
Oh,
Why do you do that?
wow.
You can tell that's clearly edited. Right?
That's what he would look like.
Yeah. I mean, it's good, but like, no, it's edited. There go my girl starting already.
The original Peloton bike offers more motivation.
Great job, team!
70% members say they work out more now with Peloton than before. Get game-changing cardio at a new game-changing price. The original Peloton bike, now $400 less. Learn more at
$400 less.
If you have a flat dead battery, need a tow or lock your keys in.
Wow, that's really wet. Shit, I put my finger all in that part. It's kind of hard to see what I'm working on right now. I might do a
Metropolis in the desert? Of course you would. Would you?
You know what? I'm not even gonna lie, yo.
Of course you
I enjoy his voice, yo. And it's not just because it's the British accent. It's just something about his tones and how he goes up and low real quick.
He's
like,
animated.
yeah.
He's very light.
I like. He is so easy for me to listen to, yo.
Of course you would.
And he's
Would
not
you
like
like that
squeaky
being
and
No.
soft.
Yeah.
out of Walmart and all sorts
I
of
don't know. I like listening to Russell Brand.
the way they treat their employees?
I don't need to hear
I gotta
answer.
take a
It's
piss
of
break.
course you will.
Nobody's in.
Let's see
YouTube.
how brilliant this billionaire utopia is going to be, and thank our lucky stars for the opportunity to live in a billionaire utopia. Or as it's going to be called, I think, Hermosa.
Could the city of the future be built right here in Arizona's desert?
Well, it could be. That doesn't mean it should be.
A former Walmart executive and billionaire reportedly is looking for 150,000 acres to build a new utopia.
These billionaires are always trying to buy up some acres, aren't they, to build a utopia? Every day, billionaire buys up a load of space. Where are these utopias?
If you could build a city from scratch, what would it look like? Would you get rid of traffic? Make it sustainable? Or maybe just keep work and play within a 15-minute commute?
The mission of Tolosa is to create a more equitable and sustainable future.
Is he? That's him. I'm scared of him a bit already. Now, he might be alright, Nick. We never know. It might maybe you meet him and you go, he's alright. I don't want to judge him. I just did my initial response to see him with fear.
A more equitable and sustainable future.
Tolosa will eventually house 5 million people, according to its website, benefit from a halo of utopian promises. Avant-garde architecture, cool. Drought resistance, brilliant. Minimal environmental impact, love it. Communal resources, fantastic. This hypothetical metropolis promises to take some of the most cutting-edge ideas about sustainability and urban design and make them a reality. So far, so good.
Billionaire Mark Lloyd hopes to do exactly.
In metropolis in the desert, of course.
You're welcome.
No. She didn't do nothing.
So you were just being whiny for nothing?
Yeah, just went out there and sniff around for a minute.
She wants to walk. That's what that is. That's your problem? Do you need to get outside and get a walk?
Horse barber. That shit hot though.
Wow. Versace?
That's what that is?
Yeah, that's the Versace thing.
Man, I got a Versace horse, nigga. Who shaves their horse like that? Big black stallion. Motherfucking Chris, same shit, whatever. If Karen was in the video game.
I should probably talk to the manager first.
If Karen was in the video game.
Someone with a mask. I should yell at them. Is that baby vaccinated? Where's my pepper spray? I should probably talk to the manager first.
I literally have nothing to say except that I made this.
This came from my hands. I made this.
So this is why I hate Instagram, because this. No, I gotta scroll.
All I'm asking for is just a like. Just like this motherfucker. Just like the video. That's all I'm saying. I'm not even saying follow, but like, follow anyway though. My friends be like, how come you not famous yet? I be like, you didn't share my shit.
Okay. Stop. What the shit? Go back. Alright. Oh, no, not that. That shit look kinda hot though.
Yeah, that's hot.
You think that'll make a good beer logo? I sent him the one thing, he was like, that's been done so much, bro.
I
He
think
was
it
like,
would be good for like grills or fronts or lipstick or lip gloss.
so I kinda get that.
Yeah. If I'm being quite honest.
He was like, nah.
I like the part at the top though.
That's his personal logo. That's already theirs. I just added it in there.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't love that. But those lips, that's hot.
Oh, my last real one getting no love, man.
It'd be like that. My last one didn't get any love either.
Only thing about my Instagram, that shit don't be holding connection for a long time. That shit be like boop boop. Out of here, nigga.
Out of here. I turn my Wi-Fi off.
You know what? Should make you hold this shit down.
I can.
I'll get it past the 10 in a minute. Here. I don't know if you can get a good. I'm gonna work on that cigarette. Zoom in and out or whatever.
Damn, this was a long chapter. Alright, don't get up on it first. Oh, you are. So you can zoom in when you're right now?
Mm-hmm.
Shows you how often I go.
And that's why I like it better than the YouTube sometimes, because you can zoom. Like the YouTube camera's just fixed depending on how far you move it away from your cameras.
You trade one thing for another.
Yeah. But it just looks
the
better on YouTube.
Camera is steady, yeah.
Well, you can put it. You want to set it on a tripod and just.
I was just thinking about grabbing.
And then operate it from over there. Watch. Let's see.
It's alright.
Sushi, what up, bro? Good morning. How's it going, homie?
First.
Every time. Yeah, I'm about to make her a real camera lady this morning.
Okay, don't put me on the camera right now though with my anime hair.
I didn't know it just spin. It spun around. My bad. I didn't mean to do that on purpose. So boom. So you got this camera here you can operate. Let's see if I get this steady so Sushi can see. And then you got this right here. You can put that on there if you want. You want to mount it or no? I gotta redo this whole rig because this is terrible now. And I broke that. But
yeah, that's something else that can get us another one.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mounted like all the way to the edge so you can still see it. I mean, that clamp is strong, but that piece right there just snaps so easy in less than a year.
Right.
I swear, if I paid like $40 for something, that shit better last me at least a year.
Better last, yeah.
I'm not trying to buy like 3 or 4 of these.
Bronx said, really, an hour and 40 minutes into the stream and I'm first?
Ain't nobody fucking with us this morning, bro.
It's too early. He's been up for like 2 hours. Hey.
Good morning.
So,
What are you weasing about?
You know Matthew.
Yeah, calm down.
She was like, oh, I know you. Okay, it's okay. Nawar, catch a fish. Catch a fire. I'm blind. Says hello, the artist.
Yo, what up, bro? You want to chill here with us for a little while, Matthew?
No, I'm good. I'll chill right here.
Yeah, I'll probably go for like another 20 minutes or so.
Alright, relax. Relax.
Calm down.
She's like, I don't see people all the time.
I like this one.
That's a
Yeah,
little
we
bit.
are done.
Let me see how this looks.
Still looks classic.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, no, go back to what you're doing so I can show you how it looks.
Yeah, that's not bad. Try to get some of these bright white highlights in there to make this glass look a little bit more
Couple of people just popped in
believable.
on IG
Yo, good morning, guys.
and send some weaves out.
What are you trying to do today, Matthew?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know, whatever.
Matthew's like, tell me what's popping. I'm butchering this person's name. Catch a Fire says, are you American?
Yes, I am American. Born and raised here in America.
Oh yeah, there's food in the microwave too.
There's breakfast food in there if you want that. The white highlights always does it.
Always does it. Oh, I've been getting like a crazy amount of friend requests this morning. You know, like every now and again.
It just floods in.
Yeah, like I get friend requests, but like every now and again I'll just wake up to like 10 or 20 new ones for no reason. And half of them are like Bitcoin spam accounts.
I hate those.
Yeah, I'm like, but why are you like all hitting at one time?
You know what I get a lot of? It's weird, and I know I use it, but it's like these people who have Cranum accounts trying to sell Cranum from all over the world. Like,
that's hilarious,
yeah,
actually.
Why do you follow me now?
Right, like I don't want that.
Yeah, why y'all all in my shit? So it's good for the weekend, everybody. We got no major plans for the weekend. I was thinking about going to Jim Thorpe.
That would be fun.
For a long time. Maybe right out there.
Alright. That's that.
Yeah, it's hard for YouTube to see because of the glare. That's why sometimes
it's looking good on IG though.
Yeah, because you can zoom in towards it.
And I don't have it zoomed all the way in, but they can see like what you're doing. Lou Lyons said,
"Yo, Lou Lyons, what up, bro? Good morning.
My man is killing it.
Yo, working on his new still life. My rendition of a still life. I've done a lot of traditional still lifes, but I think it's really time to put a twist on it. And so, just do something different with it.
Something different. Sir Master Bert says, one of my favorite painters.
Yo, Bert, what up, bro?
Kid with the wings just joined.
Yo, what up, right? That's the photographer, dude.
Getting that art and education.
So this is actually the third layer of paint I'm applying right now. I really thought I was gonna have to do like 4, maybe, I don't know, in some spots for some of the brighter whites. I may go over it again, but right now I'm thinking like I'm literally, as we speak, like I'm adding the last touches on this thing. I feel like I really rushed it a little bit, but not really, because I have a show coming up next month. And I definitely want this to be a part of my show. So, I haven't really rushed it, but I've been hitting this shit hard as fuck, like, for days. Every time I get a chance, like, I try to put a couple hours into it. And some of the lettering could be a little bit tighter, but fuck that. Ain't got to be straight, just got to look straight.
It's not crooked. Your eyes are crooked.
Your eyes are crooked. If you tilt your head to the side and squint, now you see. Now you see.
Aha. Let's see.
I'm definitely loving this. I don't have any images for another still life, but I have some images in my head, but I don't have any pictures ready yet for the next one. And for the past few years, I try to do trilogies, except for my Rita series. My Rita series is definitely my flagship series that I will always continue. But for other series of paintings that I do, I just try to keep it to like a trilogy series. And so I still need to add a painting to my consciousness series, but for these still lifes, this is the second one, and I'm definitely going to photograph something else to put in here to make it a 3-part series. So stay on the lookout for that. I already know I'm going to implement the PS5 controller. Ha ha ha. And what else on top of that? I don't know. I may take some suggestions from my girlfriend and see what she think about it. Like what kind of objects can we put in the next one?
You already know I would love to see you paint the dog.
The dog?
I would really love that. Or any animal.
That's not still life.
I'm sorry, I was just doing homework, so I just was not even in the conversation. I like cups and stuff. I love when you do teacups, and I wouldn't mind seeing you do like some wine glasses, some more fruit and stuff.
Yeah.
As basic.
Yes. That's the whole point of doing other stuff other than...
I mean, the last couple of things weren't that. I don't know.
We'll see.
Lou Lyon said, love Jim Thorpe, and it's a great time to visit.
Oh, definitely, bro. So a lot of people have been saying that. I've gotten like 6 or 7 people like, what? You've never been to Jim Thorpe? Like I've committed some type of sin or something. You gotta go. You gotta go to Jim Thorpe, Travis. It's such an artsy fartsy town. You're gonna fucking love it.
Yo, yeah, my coworkers told me to take you there.
You're gonna love it.
Love it.
And then Angela said there was another town that's like Fredericksburg type places like that. That's apparently what kind of atmosphere it is. But she says there's another little town like right outside of Philly. It's really nice, but it's a little more expensive because it's right outside of Philly.
Yeah. Ooh, what about candles? Or like little like antique type of furniture?
Oh no. I got that box in the basement, yo. I have this old rotary phone, but it has Japanese letters on it. I've been thinking about that for a prop for you, like to have
Cause
somebody.
you know that's so up my alley with the winged eyeliner and all that shit. Yes.
But I have this old ass rotary phone and a couple of other props, and that's why I like. Even on the giveaway table, I try to collect those little figurines and different things. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking like some old school type shit, like an old school phone, or like I wish you could find like an old school phone booth or some shit, like just different stuff, like you know, nostalgia. Blue Lion says take a small train ride when you get there. He says New Hope, PA.
New Hope. Is that New Hope? I think that may be it. So let's see what else we have to do. So I wanna move to the scale for connection.
No, the phone locked. Is it still running even when the phone locks?
I don't know. Why did it do that? That shouldn't do that.
It just paused because the phone locked, but
no, it locked because it paused probably. Yeah, if it's not when that string does that, the phone will close. That's why I say I can do an Instagram stream for so long, and then it's like, screw your stream. Poor connection. Up, you're out of here.
I swear.
And I delete all of them. I'll never save those. My lives. If you weren't there when that was happening, nigga, you missed it.
You missed it. I do love that you can request to be in somebody's life, though. No, yeah, I definitely needed that. You think your cousin down there playing video games right now?
Probably eating on his phone.
True.
He's
Men are so simple. He's like, I'm gonna go eat my leftovers. Oh, there's food? Sweet. Alright, I'm out. Ain't that how my brother was too? He was like, alright, y'all go do y'all thing. I got food. I got my blunts. I'll see y'all in a couple hours. Alright then. I gotta send his earpods off today when we go out. You've been getting a lot of Europeans in your stream lately.
Mm-hmm.
I cleaned the bathroom downstairs for him, but I gotta put a towel and rag in there for him.
He can use our shower. That's why I scrubbed that if he wants to wash up there.
I just figured he might want his own, but that's fine.
Yeah, they say, however you want to do. No matter.
I always do that. I just always do that one for guests so they can just have their own shower.
Yeah, I would always prefer to have my own shower.
Yeah, and I like ours to be ours. But I mean, it's family. Like, we don't have anybody over that's not family, so I don't care what anybody uses our shower. But now, in the wintertime, if anybody comes over, yeah, they gotta use our shower. Because that one downstairs gets too cold in the wintertime. Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited. I really think that next month we missed the
You back on stream again or no?
Yeah, it's still streaming. Okay. I fixed it. We're gonna miss the cutoff for hot air ballooning, and that shit's really expensive. But next month, if we have some time, I really wouldn't mind going to Niagara Falls.
We can do that.
I will say this month, but we got this weekend I'm busy. Then next weekend you got photo shoots and stuff lined up. And then the weekend after that, I just shoot for November. Art and education. Yo, you know what I forgot all about?
What's that?
Our freestyle.
Oh,
I wouldn't even know how to find that, though. I would have to, like, dig for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm about to play some beats unless you about to get up out of here.
No. I got a few more minutes in.
No. Let's play some beats. Good Trip Inc. said dope, bro.
Yo, thanks, bro. Appreciate it. I had one person say, why would you even paint that? No respectful artist would paint stuff like that. I was like, you out your fucking mind, man? Man, this shit about to be lit.
Define respectful.
This is gonna be lit. Yeah, everybody gonna love this shit, right?
Right. Unless you're a freaking... You live under a rock and you're a Karen. And you're not our cup of tea anyway.
That motherfucker's super square.
Right.
He's squared to the second power squared. You're squared, my guy. How are you squared?
I'm squared.
Squared to the second power.
And Still Blooming joined. Don 4068 joined.
Yo, what up, guys? What up? Check it out. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually upside down. I had to do that because I was painting this package right here. So let's flip this thing back around. Right side up.
Flip it.
Let's move on to a different section. So this is how it's intended to look. Come on. Oh, you put that at the bottom. I can add some contrast to the plant a little bit more in there. I think I had this on my list too.
Really? This just came out like
Or similar
2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know where it's at now. I can't see it. But they're good. I actually have to raise it up some more. lift my canvas. I never smoked that babbage. No, I really been a savage. I'm getting older, trying to change my old habits. Man, I said, God damn it. Rich and famous, I really got to have it. At the same time, I don't want to panic when I'm out in public trying to buy me some bananas. Hey, Mr. Prince, can I get an autograph? Hell fucking nah, nigga, can you back? It's still COVID-19 out here, and you ain't got no goddamn mask. So I said to the masses, you can kiss my asses, slow like molasses. Can they really last it? I don't think they can, cause I got a better plan. Plus I got the upper hand, and it was dealt to me by a great man with a lot of fucking wisdom. So I really understand that I gotta make a plan better than yours, and I stay on my P's and Q's. I do all my chores, cause I keep my shit clean, and I really mean, and I'm sorry, I lost it. Corny freestyles, okay. Man.
Corny freestyles. I actually started writing to this, though. I did this beat. Omniprism set fire with the star emojis and their hands up like this.
Cause I'm a painting rapper and you's a bad actor. It's something ain't even a factor. Ooh, rapture, a factor. Man, I got the
mobile retractors.
The blim blim. I think I better sketch this out first.
Like fractions.
Corner freestyles.
Omniprism said, "Bless, brother, dope composition."
Oh yeah. You already know, man. You know what time it is. Wake and bake, man. This right here is called game time.
To make college easy because students have a lot of fun.
So if I do it like this, if I do it like that.
I really like this beat. I don't care if you talking about God.
We honor you.
I don't worship deities, gods, or idols. False prophets with big power and big titles. I listen to this shit all day long. I love it so much. The only time I go to church is on YouTube. Bedside Baptist. Take you on a trip down memory lane. I don't know why I skipped it to the guy. It must be the speaker.
Yeah, if you go to settings and just disconnect it. No.
You disconnect the Bluetooth right here. Did you not know you could do that?
Maybe.
You did not know that.
I probably did. You don't know. You don't know if I did know how to do that. Maybe I did know how to do that.
I'm sure you did, baby. I believe in you. I believe in you. I'm so dead. Bum, bum, bum. Boom bap take beat.
Not the boom bap, that's that 90s.
I hear like, it says Joey Badass, but I'm like, I hear Nas. That's so cliche, but it fits so well. It just needs a little bit more something in it, like some more drops and shit. I think I'm gonna work on getting this replaced too, because I need something better than this. Maybe that other chair, when you get your new chair, we can bring that up.
Bring that one up there?
Yeah, because I hate
That shit
this
is
chair.
big as hell, that's why it's not up there, really.
I know, but I hate my chair, babe.
You want to swap out? Because that wasn't my chair before I got this one.
Yeah, this is no good support for my butt with my butt.
I got no support for my big butt. I got these big buns, and you know what? I need a lumbar system to hold me up, cause if not, I can't walk with that strut, cause I got a real pimp. I got a limp. You know what? I gotta really switch. Let me get the black chair, you get the big gray one. Yeah, I guess that's kind of fair since you got the wide hips. Ooh, you're so thick. Automatically walk with a switch. Beep, 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 beep.
Cause I got big buns, big buns, big buns, big buns, big buns. I got big buns. I'm so dead.
My armrest.
You know what? If you want to make your new chair an art chair, I don't care.
No.
It's too nice for that.
Fuck that. I'm getting put on my new shit.
Nah, just juice and weed runs. And he painting the scale, and he's painting it well. I got big buns now. I feel okay. Look at you, you so bored. You so bored.
I'm not only a member of the dope gang, I'm also a boss.
Ooh, I love this beat. I thought this was gonna be slow too, and it's not. It is slow, but it's not like sad. We gonna brush your teeth today, bye-bye. Yes, we are.
Okay, man, I got a steady hand, trying to make them steady grams. I'm on a beach and I'm standing in some steady sand. You on that quick shit, I'm on that pimp shit, trying to make it living, and you always trying to dish shit. But man, look at mine, it shine too bright. It got 2 lives, man, I got 2 lives.
He was flowing. Pain is flowing. I think I should let it go off too. I'm running back a little bit because I still like this.
Is he clapping 2 halves of coconuts together?
Your mother smells of elderberry.
Alright, a little bit more. I'm gonna do one more thing and then we probably hop up out of here for a minute. I wanna shape up these boxes a little bit, but I have to get more of this turquoise.
Walk sands at the beach 'cause the beach is better. I'm kind of scared to smoke this, but God said you only live once, so
Oh wow.
do it up. It didn't touch the floor. Yo, the ad came in at the perfect time. Get out.
Hey.
Oh wow, she was good with the bald head. Okay.
We're little friends have known each other.
This is that down beat. Some of these beats that I save, like they're not even good enough to really rap on, but they're just good enough to like practice and have fun with. Like I just can't part from them. This is literally just a loop though. What beat is this? I hate beats with long intros.
You gotta talk for 2 minutes.
Right. I might have saved this for you because this is not really my cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea, but I know that we rapped over this. He's an American rapper. Never mind, I was not gonna say that because you were not right now. I'm tired, Trevor. You know what it's gonna be like, what the fuck? It's just jokes, y'all. Don't take it literal.
It's a corny freestyle.
Corny freestyles is whatever rhymes. That black light, that black light, that black light. Alright, we skip into the next one. I like this one a lot. I was not listening to this shit when I was a kid. DJ Scratch and Snip.
Not the scratch, man. Alright, I can do a little bit more, but we're gonna break it right there. I'll probably come back in here later today or get back up here tomorrow sometime, but we got to get big done. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do a little bit more lettering on the wrapper here. Get the sweets. I already wrote sweet one time and fucked it up, so I had to take it off. So I'll put Swisher sweet back on there. Go over this wrapper a little bit more and detail the plant matter a little bit more. Yo, I'm fucking done. I ain't gonna lie, yo. Like this, I was really nervous that I wasn't gonna get this shit done in time, but I'm seeing right now, like I'm gonna finish this in like the next day or two. I'm just that good. I mean, I hate to say that shit out loud sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. I don't hate to say it out loud. I enjoy it. I enjoy saying it out loud. I'm damn good, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Let me blend these a little bit. These.
I'm saying.
What?
What that?
Do it like that. Damn. Boy, this motherfucker. Thank you, Bill.
He think he cold with it. He like to act a fool.
Every time I impress myself, I'd be like, thanks, Bill, for showing me that shit.
Trying to act a fool with it.
Oh, I forgot that
Thanks,
B.
Bill.
You see? That B ain't got no hole. Bitch.
Sucks to be you.
Damn, I was just about to come down too, bro. Wrapping it up right now. Cleaning out my brushes.
Cleaning your brushes. Mm.
Yep, appreciate everybody watching. And delete. What do you think?
I like it.
So I'm doing a lot more like weed stuff now.
Yes, we do.
The end of marijuana prohibition is upon us.
I was gonna say, that does not surprise me.
We shall rejoice.
It's weird that I can like drive 20 minutes from Massachusetts, where I could technically go buy weed.
It's amazing though, man.
But then I couldn't bring it to my apartment and smoke it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
The world is changing. The world is changing.
Great.
I'm getting tangled up in the wires here.
Surprised you haven't like got a laptop or something and a webcam for this.
I have the laptop, but I don't know. I still like doing it old school on the PlayStation. So this isn't gonna last much longer anyway. Okay, boo. Okay, you. Hey.
Yeah, we've been like slowly but surely getting stuff, but we need to get more stuff.
What do you mean get stuff? You just like for upgrading all this?
Yeah, just for streaming purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like having like some like portable stands, like tripods that we could take with us, like small ones, big ones.
Maybe get like a mic too.
Yeah, because that one that we
We'll see.
Because a lot of people like will watch streams on their phone, so like the camera quality is not the highest priority, but like the audio quality.
Yeah, that's the thing. You gotta be able to hear. All right, appreciate everybody stepping into the studio. Check out the progress on these paintings. Catch y'all next time. Peace.